everyone and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Erica and my channel is called Craft by Erica. There is a little bit of a story behind that name, which I can actually go into quite quickly. So I'm originally Swedish and I'm also a bit of a cookie monster. In Swedish, cookie is kaka. I'd spell K-A-K-A, but I spell Erica with a C-A on the end. So my friends sometimes call me Erica Kaka, meaning Erica, you cookie monster. So when it came to the time to kind of brand myself, someone suggested to me, why not call yourself Kaka Craft? And I thought, that's a great idea, being Swedish and all. I was not aware that it means something completely different in some other languages. So there you have it. However, this is a crafting channel. It's not a cooking or a cookie channel. It is a crafting channel. It's definitely not a beauty or hair style channel. Although if you're going for the not homeless hobo chic look or excuses to drink coffee, I'm your girl. But as mentioned, today we are going to look at the Pinkfresh Studios. Which I might not have said that. Or did I? Hard to tell. I'm very excited. And a little bit caffeinated. So we are going to look at the Pinkfresh Studios April release. And the release goes live Thursday the 29th. Today, at the time of filming, it is Wednesday the 28th. And it's 2:45. Correct. It's very tight. So let's have a quick look at this, or what they sent me. So I'm just going to mention as well that they sent me these goodies for free with a slight expectation to make something. I'm not going to lie. They're not going to send me something and say, oh, you don't have to make anything. But I love Pinkfresh Studio stuff, and I cannot lie. So we have here in my greedy hands, first of all, the lovely Be Strong stamp set. And it's a full stamp set with coordinating dies and layering stencils. These stencils, I'm a big fan of. Super big fan. And a super cool thing about this stamp set is that it's all one piece. And the matching die is all one piece as well, which will make for super easy die cutting. Next up, we have butterflies. And that also has a coordinating die and a layering stencils. And next up, it's a New Day floral. Beautiful floral set. I do love my florals, I really do. And we have coordinating dies and layering stencils. And then we have Miss Your Smile, which is a gorgeous slimline stamp. And it also has coordinating stencils. So the cool thing about these is that you can see on the back, if you use just a stencil, you don't actually have to have the stamp. You create a really lovely soft look. But if you want that outline, or if you want a watercolor or color with Copics, or whatever your choice of medium is, you can stamp out the outline and you don't have to have the stencils. So the choice is yours. Endless possibilities. The next slimline stamp set we have is Heartfelt Thanks. And it's also an outline stamp with some lovely sentiments and coordinating stencils. I know I do that after everything, but I am very excited. And next we have Perfect Sentiments. And these are stamp sentiments. Again, all one piece with coordinating die cuts. Again, also one piece. And a hot foil plate. Full disclosure, I have not quite sort of cracked the hot foiling, but I will give it a go, for sure. Okay, so that is what I have. And now, let's make some cards. Right, so here are all my goodies. And the first thing to do, of course, is to pick which one am I going to play with. And I decided to go for the Miss Your Smile stamp and layering stencil set. So this one is actually made, or designed by Emily Midget, who is a crafty friend of mine in real life. I don't know, super cool. So I got 2 pieces of Bristol smooth cardstock out because I was gonna do some ink blending. At first I was like, oh, do I stamp first and then ink blend? But I decided to go straight for the stencils and then decide later what to do about the stamping. So I got the stencils out, and it's 4 pieces in the set, and they're marked stencil 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you cannot kind of mess this up. They also have, if you look at the corners, they have little notches almost. And these will help you to line up your stencil perfectly every single time. And I have actually also used a little bit of purple tape on the back to make sure that my stencil stays in place. And then with the help of my cute little swatch, and these are all the Pinkfresh Studio ink colors, I picked out some sort of peachy, orangey colors as well as some corally reds. So I got all 4 out, thinking, okay, well, it's better to have all of them out and not have to worry about it. And I also did pick out some greens for the leaves, and I really like fresh pear and grassy knoll, but I decided to get all of them out, so key lime and olive as well, just to kind of, have a little bit of variety. And then, of course, I cannot do any ink blending whatsoever to save my life without using my life-changing blender brushes. I did rub it on a old kitchen towel that I have in my craft room before, just to make sure that it was actually the shade on the brush that I am going to use, and also to kind of just wipe off any of the excess old ink. And then I just went to town with Peach Fuzz on the first layer. So I then used the same towel to clean off the stencil and moved on to my second piece. And I went straight in for, instead of going coral reef, which is the lightest color, I went in with passion fruit. And then I did also add a little bit of apricot on top to kind of bring in a little bit more of a sort of warmish golden color. So I like mixing and matching my inks. I don't always stay with the same sort of color family, but this is the fun thing with the stencils, is that you can get so many different results. And look at those. Isn't that amazing? I mean, they're kind of pretty as they are, but I thought, you know what? I had the layering stencils for the leaves as well. Let's just go for it. So I decided to go for a sort of a lighter color for the peachy one, and then for the red dahlia, I did go a little bit sort of darker, but I have gone in with both sort of colors, or both layers of here, just to kind of bring in that sort of depth as well. And I really like layering stencils, and I really like ink blending. So I could have made like another 5 cards like this, but I am on a little bit of time crunch, and this is why I've also used the heat tool to kind of try to set the colors a little bit. And normally when I ink blend, I like to leave my panels to dry really well before I do any kind of heat embossing on top, and you will see why, because even though I did use the heat tool on this, it did not it did not dry the panel completely. So I did get embossing powder all over the place, but you will see eventually it did actually kind of work out really well. So on the darker red, I decided to go in with black ink and just kind of bring in that really sort of bold, dramatic look. And I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I really like it. And while I had those perfect sentiments out as well, I thought, let's try this one too. So I did a mistake here because I just went right in and stamped. I should have sort of prepped this one a little bit, because I didn't actually get a really good impression. You will see that right here, is that if I prepped my stamp beforehand, I think my embossing ink would have picked up that embossing powder much better. So I went ahead and prepped it, and I did it again in gold because, why not? So that looked so much better. But I have used the coordinating die to cut them out both times, and just to kind of make sure I get them right, I did use a little bit of purple tape just to make sure that they all stayed in place before I ran them through my die cutting machine. And then it's a case of just popping them out and setting aside the ones that you're not going to use. And, or if you're like me, you will fiff-faff and go back and forth. Oh, which one is it going to be? Which one? So when I had all of those sentiments done, I also decided to use this new to me scallop stitched die. And I cut it out of black to kind of go with the black outline graphic card. And then I actually tried cutting it out of gold as well, but it just kind of, I mean, usually I'm like, can you have too much gold? But yes, it turns out that you can. So I decided against the gold frame, and I went and actually got another frame done in a mint green color, which actually kind of worked a lot better. And then I still had my Perfect Sentiment stamp set in the Mini Misty. So I thought, you know what, while everything is kind of drying and settling a little bit, let's just make another card. So we have a little bit of a craft mat to deal with. Let me just kind of dig through the jungle. Hi. Okay, so a little bit worse for wear, and it's now just past 5 o'clock my time. So this has been quite intense, but I have 3 cards to show you. So I thought I'd start with this one that I made with that gorgeous Dahlia stencil, and I layered it with a stamp. Yeah, so this one I did kind of in a bit of a graphic style with the black outline. And on my second card, I had a major, as you have seen, major heat embossing incident. But in this case, usually I'm like, I don't like heat embossing powder or like embossing powder in stray places. It's just a no-no. However, on this one, I think it kind of actually works. So I cut out the same scalloped slimline stencil border in a sort of mint green textured linen cardstock. And then I stamped up I Miss Your Face, I Miss Your Voice, I Miss Your Smile from the stamp set itself in, I think, apricot or possibly clementine. And then I had a fun idea when I was doing the sentiments, the Perfect Sentiments, because I thought, okay, well, that's kind of cool. It's all like one stamp. So I did this by just stamping all of the sentiments with different colors and kind of leaving it as it is, because, you know, it's been a long time since we seen anyone or done anything. So it's been a year, so I kind of think, well, you're a great friend. Hi, hello, miss you. Celebrate, just a note, yay, and sending hugs. It fits. It's like an all-in-one card. No? Yes, maybe. Well, anyway, I did finish off with a lot of bling. So there we have it. Okay, so I will link everything that I've used down below that I can find anyway. And if you use my affiliate links, I will get a small commission from the company that is linked to. So depending on which one you shop, most of it's going to be from Pinkfresh in this one. And if you do, as I said, I will get a small commission and it will go straight back into the running of this shenanigans. I mean, super serious craft YouTube channel. So thank you so much from me, and my 2 chicas are actually sitting over there staring at me right now, being moral support. So, right, okay, and if you haven't subscribed already, I think right here in the middle somewhere, there's going to be a little box, and then there might be a video and a playlist, or the other way around, for you to check out if you want to see anything else. But that is it for today. So I probably will be back very soon with more, because it's such a gorgeous release. Well done, Pinkfresh.